I've been drawing almost for almost 20 years. So this is my almost 20 years of drawing, I guess. I've been drawing since I was a kid. I remember clearly I already draw before I started school as just as a hobby. And I just think it's cool to be able to um create a picture from your imagination. I think that's just cool. So it's just as a hobby. When things got boring in class and everything, I've always been seen as that one art person. I think a lot of artists can relate to that. And for all these years of drawing, here are the things I learned, I guess. You don't need to keep drawing consistently every day to improve. Yeah, you don't need that. I always tell my friends that um if you don't feel like drawing, forcing it is just gonna make it worse. First of all, obviously you wanna improve if you keep forcing yourself, right? If you force yourself to the point that you don't feel like it, but you still wanna draw just because of the sake of improving, you won't do well. Just because. First of all, that means you're tired. You're tired of drawing. Maybe you don't enjoy it as much anymore because you just keep on trying to improve. And after that, when you're tired, you won't do as well as when on your normal state. So your mental gonna be like, it's just gonna be worse. You're gonna force it, you don't see it do well, and it feels like you have to keep going for whatever reason. It's a circle of a circle of doom. It became a loop. I don't want that. I never do that. Whenever I don't feel like it, I just don't. And whenever I do feel like it, I do. Cause why not? Yes, I never. Even though I started really early, whenever I don't feel like drawing, I don't draw. I only do it when I just feel like it. A friend of mine who also likes to draw keeps on drawing every day for like what 3 years, 2 years. I don't remember how long they did it, but for me, it's better. Okay, here. This is the second point. It's better to focus on what you want to improve every time you want to draw. That's what I did. If you want to improve, even if you don't draw as every day or as often, every time you do draw, make it count. That's what I did. Instead of a wide range of like area, just focus on one. Maybe you want to focus on the hair. Maybe you want to draw like a better hair and stuff like that. I used to draw guys, but I thought, okay, I wanna draw girls because one, they're both good. Okay, they're guys are cool, girls are pretty. Yeah, and I have been drawing guys and I haven't been drawing girls back then. So you know what? I'll just draw girls every time and just improve as I go. Just focus on what you want to improve and instead of keep on doing the same thing over and over again. That's if you want to improve. And to improve, to actually improve, you have to acknowledge your mistakes. This part is hard. Obviously, no one wants to acknowledge if they did a mistake, right? They don't want to be in the wrong, right? But it's also important for like it's not just drawing. It should be it should be normalized that if you did something wrong, you should acknowledge it, you know, and yeah, and stuff like that. In this case, don't hide it as like, oh, it's just a style, or it's just an art style, and stuff like that. You know, if you actually want to improve, you have to acknowledge your own mistakes. Yeah, that's it's just genuinely, you know, good. It's a good thing to have. Self-awareness. That's important. For not yeah, as I said, it's not just for drawing. And but if that's only if you want to improve. If you don't want to improve, you're just content with, you're happy with your own thing, you just want to do your own thing, that's completely fine. Because the fourth point is your own personal journey, right? It's not anyone else's, it's yours. Okay? You don't need to compare it with someone else, but yourself yesterday. So, in this case, I've been drawing for almost 20 years. And a friend of mine only draw for what, a few years? And it feels like they're already like um they're probably already better than me, I don't know. But it's just your own personal journey. I'm happy with that, with what I have. They're happy with what they have, hopefully, maybe. And even though the range is different, the level is different. Yeah, it's just I mean, art is subjective, okay? So there's no better, there's no, I don't know. It just be, it's just your own journey. Mhm. And the fifth point, making a mistake is fine. You can always learn from it. Like, you don't need to make a drawing that's like perfect. You keep on redoing it over and over again. Making a mistake is fine. Uh, a single drawing doesn't really like define you, I guess. Is that what you I don't know. I used to draw with a pen because I I just generally don't like pencil. I used to draw with a pen simply because it's thin. I like thinner lines because a pencil is like always keep on getting dull. It keeps on getting bigger, and I don't like that. So I always draw with a pen, and you can't erase the pen. So I learned it's fine. It's okay to make a mistake. You can just do it better next time. That's fine. You accidentally did something? That's fine. It's fine. It's okay. And the next one, I don't remember, is it six? Yeah. Reference. This one, a lot of people already say it. Use reference, even professional. But I feel like people don't say it enough, or people don't realize it enough, I guess. Saying you draw always by memory might seem like a flex, like, oh, you don't need a reference to draw this. It always feels like there's a pride in that, okay? Especially if it looks really good. It might be a flex, but in terms of learning, in terms of growing, always drawing by memory is actually limiting you from improving. Because it's only by your memory, right? So you're already limiting yourself from improving from what you already know. That's that's already like self explanatory, I guess. It's essentially an echo chamber of you doing the same thing over and over without knowing if you did any mistake or not, without, without improving, basically, because you don't know how to do it better. You don't have a comparison. You don't have a picture or reference. Yeah. And having something to look up to, or like a, in this case, reference, it's like a clear way of like moving forward or like improving. So it's always good to have that. Like people don't say that enough, or people don't realize that enough. I think even though it might be a flex drawing by memory, uh, people shouldn't making that feel like as a flex, as it's basically just limiting yourself. But even after all that, after all that points, the most important thing that I learned is just to be yourself, I guess. As corny as it sounds, I guess. Art is not a competition. It's literally just draw whatever you want and however you want. You don't need to follow any certain rules, whatever, like, oh, you do this, do that, or you have to do this. No. If you're happy and content with your own art, just as a hobby, you don't feel like oh, you don't have to improve. I'm just happy the way it is. That's fine. This is why I always tell people, yeah, to never force themselves if they don't feel like it. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, why are you doing that in the first place, right? If you just I understand if you want to improve, but at the same time, it's not forcing yourself is not a good way to improve. Let's just say that. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, why are you doing that in the first place? Because I'm talking about a hobby, not a job. Like, I don't think people enjoy doing like 9 to 5, right? It's just for survival. This is just for money. That's different. That's not a hobby. But if you don't enjoy your hobby, then what are you doing? So, yeah. And an extra note, it took me some time to learn all of these. I always see it just as a hobby and I'm just content with it. I never really wanted to improve just drawing for myself and I got that far. I only improved like recently because I don't know. I just wanted to, I guess. Drawing for yeah. What is it? Where am I? Oh no. Compared to some who already improve way above me within like 5 years, while while I'm still here doodling messy messy sketches. Looks I don't know. Even after almost 20. But it never really bothered me because as I said, it's a personal journey. I'm content with what I have. I'm happy with it. I'm just improving on my own pace. And yeah. I mean, after all, this is just your own stuff. This is just your own life. It's not anyone else's life. So, yeah, having a reference is not the same as comparing yourself. Having a reference means you strive to be like that, and you're slowly getting your way over there. But comparing feels like, oh, that guy, that person is so much better than you, and it feels like, oh, but I've been keep drawing over and over again, but it doesn't reach that way. Well, it's not because you didn't work hard enough. It's more like you didn't work or you didn't do it properly, I guess, to improve. It's not just you keep on doing the same thing over and over again and you expect something to be different. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that's quite literally the definition of insanity. So, don't be like that. Knowing how to improve. I don't know, properly, I guess. It's good in the long run because this doesn't apply to just drawing. You can improve on a lot of different aspects in life. Yeah. So knowing how to improve and all that, I think that's a good skill to have. Um. Well, if you ask me, how do you improve, like specifically, like a specific art style? I won't really be able to tell you. I can only I can only post like tutorials on my own art style or how I learn, I guess. So, yeah, this is just the general tips on what to do, or and let's just see the mindset that I have in terms of improving. And this is just what works for me. I don't know if I could do anything better because, well, we're all ex- um exploring stuff ourselves. Like what works for you might not work for me, what works for me might not work for you, and stuff like that. So I'm just sharing my experience. And yes. So, yes, but whatever you're gonna do with it, I know you'll do great. So, I believe in you. Bye bye. I think that's it. Bye bye.